This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to Charlottesville, home of the Virginia Cavaliers. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Virginia Cavaliers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Blue Devils will kick it away to start. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Virginia Cavaliers offense will have the football first. And we've been really eager to see this matchup, this quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, though, in this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The play-action fake. Got it in the middle, it's Ennis. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football. Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short, I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
The Cavaliers will punt this one away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. So Duke's offense will go to work for the first time. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollack, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
The Blue Devils line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He's got great speed. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Great job staying home by the defense there. Offense trying to go option. The QB keeps it, but you see the great assignment football. Everybody's staying where they're supposed to be, and they're able to rally to the quarterback and tackle him for a loss.
Looking to throw, it's Morris. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
Punt is on its way. Takes it on the return. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. A quick pass to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Under fire. He'll pull it down and run. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Here comes the heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Back to throw, it's Morris. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Throws for the tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Man, as a defensive coach, that's a win. When you can be already put in a bad position because your offense fumbles and they're in scoring position and you give up just 3, that is a situational football at its best. Nice job by this defense, handling a little adversity and just giving up the field goal.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
how frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Just goes right through the wicket and brings up 3rd down. Man, he will be thinking about that one.
You know, sometimes wide receivers are so eager to get upfield once they have the ball. They take their eyes away. You really got to do a good job looking it in and securing the catch.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Going deep. Makes the catch down the right side. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. And the Blue Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Just keep slinging it. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Fires left. He's got it. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on 3rd down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time and obviously executed well.
The Blue Devils are rolling down the field. On the ground with the counter. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
I'll tell you, this defense and their front 7, they're going to have to play with great eye discipline because they know they are going to see this type of misdirection in their run game, and they got gashed there.
And the Blue Devils are threatening on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Picked off. What a play by this defense.
And you don't see this very often, the big defensive linemen. You see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Hey, listen, quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
To the air, it's Morris. Got the quick pass. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
And the Cavaliers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Cavaliers decide to punt it away. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's King. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
So now it's 2nd and long. He'll pull it on the read. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the D.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's King. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these 3rd downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and a flow. Nice job reading the defense. A beautiful pass.
The Blue Devils getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds a man in the middle. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Finds his man. It's Courtney. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Morris. Snagged in the middle. It's Harris. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
And the Cavaliers are on the move. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Courtney. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. The Cavaliers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
This offense thrives on those big, explosive plays, and that one has them set up with a 1st and 10 from the 17. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking downfield, it's Morris. Zings it complete to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Pocket breaking down. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to run it in. Touchdown, Virginia! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
They'll try to tack 1 more on their score. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Makes the catch. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And the Blue Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Brown. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached the end of the period. It's Virginia holding the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Holds and fires complete to the right. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
They're getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
The Blue Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to throw again. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Duke. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 66 yards to the end zone. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Makes the grab. It's Thomas. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
This is so great to see, and it's such a big part of the evolution in college football today with spread offense, up-tempo, RPO game. QBs have got to be great with their ball mechanics in the play-action game, and you saw a great example of that right there.
They'll move the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. Oh, he's got some space. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
And the Cavaliers will snap it on 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football? Try
to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Morris. He's got it. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Cavaliers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Complete to the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
It's a reverse. How about that play behind the line as they lose 5?
Well, the offense is trying to go with a trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
And the Cavaliers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Grabbed over the middle. It's Courtney. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Find my guys quickly, know my matchups, get them the football, let them do the rest. So many playmakers now in football. I'm trying to get it to him as fast as possible so he can do that. Right after the catch, make guys miss, make beautiful plays.
The Cavaliers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. Looking to get it in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Barrels ahead. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So a drive there of 82 yards and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of that.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle. And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
And the Blue Devils have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got his man to the left. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Well, we knew coming into this one the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
That's reeled in. It's King. Turning it on. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So an 82-yard drive there, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He'll keep it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
And the Cavaliers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Morris. Makes the grab. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Tight end now in motion. The run from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Cavaliers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Cavaliers will punt it away on 4th down. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Kane. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
From the gun, give on the inside. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
On target to the left. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
The Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the 1st half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Oh, he makes the catch. And there's going to be a loss on that play, just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no 1st down.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, the offense on 3rd down there, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north, but the defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up 4th down.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. After the miss, the lead is still 4.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
It's a draw. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Back to pass, it's Morris. Throwing right. Makes a connection. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Fires to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
The Cavaliers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Snagged out of the air. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Pulls it in. It's Courtney. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking for a man. It's Morris. It's caught. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Lost to fire on 2nd down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. The give. Finding open areas. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Charlottesville. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Carl Smith Center in Scott Stadium.
And the Cavaliers will boot it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was... And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
And the Blue Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Looking left. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Back to pass, it's Morris. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the run. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have a tight end like that guy that can come up with plays for you all over the field? We just saw the big third down catch. He set him up here in the red zone. I like going back to him, maybe lining him and flexing him outside, getting a one-on-one opportunity for him to use his size advantage.
They want to throw it. Fires to the tight end. Touchdown, Virginia! They take the lead with the 6. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Leaves it with the back. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. Runs through a tackle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He caught it into the end zone. Touchdown, Duke.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Ross. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Got it in the middle. It's Harris. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at, and the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
The Cavaliers will line up to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Good timing on the quick out. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
And now he's in the 400 club, 400. That's a pretty good day at the office when you're putting up over 400 yards. This defense hadn't had a lot of answers.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Red pass, it's complete. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He'll do it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
These read option plays are very hard to stop because you got to have enough guys in the box to play that immediate run, but also always be ready for that quarterback to take the ball and scoot out wide.
And when the quarterback operates this like a magician, it makes it even tougher.
Yeah, when he can see it, read it, and just flat go, those easy plays right there. I mean, he just picks up a little bit of yardage, but he can do it again and again and again, and it's just frustrating.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Quarterback on the keeper. First down and more. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Caught over the middle. It's King. Touchdown, Blue Devils! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. They're up 35-24. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Pulls it in. It's Harris. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out, it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Morris. Hauls it in. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Here's the handoff. Oh, it's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing, big turnover forced by the defense.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Finds his tight end. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
The Blue Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Touchdown, Duke! And they take it in for 6 more points. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good, and put 1 more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
And the Cavaliers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. He'll pull it on the read. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
The Cavaliers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He'll keep it himself. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Punt is on its way. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. He'll start this drive firing. Quick completion on the out. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
And the Blue Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll leave it with him. It's a fumble. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a 2nd look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
The Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Quick completion to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Little. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
And the Blue Devils are moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun, the inside give. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Might as well stick with him. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Eighth play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Trying to keep the drive alive. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6.
That's a risky play call there, 4th and a couple of yards, and you turn around, you hand it to your running back, you say, my guy's a better athlete than any of yours on defense, and he's going to find a way to keep this drive going.
The Blue Devils line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense. Now you're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big 2nd down here, probably expecting the offense to throw it with a little bit more room to work with.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, Blue Devils! And the pummeling has started.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the point after is good. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. This drive will open from the 15. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. off the play fake on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Finds a spot in the middle. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Back to throw, it's Morris. Fires to the big fella.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
And the Cavaliers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll do it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
The Cavaliers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Leaves it with the back. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that 3rd down and short.
Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Harris. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. How about the big tight end keeping his concentration off that deflection?
And a lot of times you see those contested catches, but the deflected catches, those are just good bounces. Nice job by the big fella, continuing to concentrate and see the football, but a nice break for that thing to bounce right to him.
Setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And, man, that is not the 3rd down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a 4th down now.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Got enough space, and you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cavaliers! You have to wonder what the defense was thinking there. I mean, he just gashed them all by himself.
Right, and you think quarterback runs sometimes, but you can't think about it all the time. You got misdirection. There's so many things to look at, and the quarterback can throw it. But when you got an athlete behind center that can do that, it's just frustrating. Too many things to try to stop.
PAT unit on the field. And it's up and good. An 84-yard drive there. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Rides the back and leaves it. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
And the Blue Devils line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Plucks it out of the air. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
The Blue Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's King. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Caught close to the marker, it's Brown. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today, and we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch near the sidelines, but he's downed immediately before he gained an inch. And the Blue Devils are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. A strike downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's King. Touchdown, Duke! And the punishment has been extended.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So a drive there of 82 yards, and the capper a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Looking to throw, it's Morris. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Brown. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Back to pass on second down. Grab near the sticks. It's Harris. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. And the Cavaliers are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Now the play fake. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. He'll try to tack on one more. Bangs it through for an extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it much better. There he goes. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. From the 30-yard line on first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Short gain on the play before he slides.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He'll pull it on the read. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. To the air, it's Morris. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. And yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
The Cavaliers are marching down the field. Looking to pass. It's Morris. Gonna let it fly. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Ennis. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
And the Cavaliers have it with a 1st and 10. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Motion from the wideout. Off play action on first down. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Finds nothing downfield, flips it out to his back. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive.
Punches it into the hallelujah land for a touchdown.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
On to attempt the try. Smashes it through for the PAT. They march 78 yards down the field, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick.
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on now.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
It's caught downfield. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? Doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David, every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today. And who knows, maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.